Hey, what's up guys, this is Rohan and I'm back with another video. So guys, in this video we are going to be talking about how to render with Redshift, and this video is a follow-up video for the last tutorial I made. In that tutorial I made it with standard renderer, but I actually made this in the beginning with Redshift. So I just want to show you how to render this with Redshift. Otherwise people are gonna think how I made this gorgeous renderer with standard renderer. It's impossible to make stuff like this with standard renderer. I don't know if like, of course people who are like really expert at this can do, but it's like so much easier, so much faster with Redshift. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so this was the end result which we got right here, and you can get that as well. We are just gonna replicate all these things. I mean, this ring container, the shape I named it overall here, but it's the same which we did in the previous video. If you have not seen it, I will provide a link. You can check that video out. It's for like basic knowledge of everything in Cinema 4D, which you can check, and I'm gonna be making specialized video on every topic as well after that, so make sure to subscribe and like, guys. So let's replicate this stuff in the project which we made in the last video. All right, so basically everything is just the same. Everything is same. What we have to do is like turn this light off, turn all the lights off. I mean, let the plane should be there only, it does not matter. And you don't have to change the camera, because the redshift camera and the normal camera, it does not matter at all. The lights matter and the materials matter. Those are the main things. That's it. We are just gonna create redshift lights instead of these lights. All right, let's get out of the camera. And see, one more thing, I forgot to change the interface. You can still see that the materials and everything are applied in Redshift as well. And you might think like, I mean, the materials here of Cinema 4D standard renderer, then how the Redshift is rendering it. The reason is that Redshift is also a part of Maxon, so a lot of things kind of work in one another, but they're specialized things, so why would we do that, right? It's still not the best. So let's go to the standard renderer, because a lot of people don't have this screen. What you can do to get the screen on the right is easy. First you have to enable Redshift. All right, if you have Cinema 4D, the latest ones, you have to go to render settings. I'm going to tell you again, go to render settings. First let me just go on standard, otherwise people are gonna hard time understand it. You already might have this layout on default, so what you have to do is click on render and go to edit render settings, and now you're gonna see an option for Redshift. If you have it installed, guys, all right, you have to install it, otherwise it's not gonna show up. And now if you do it, we are gonna get an option of Redshift here. And now what you can do is click on Redshift and select on the RS render view, and then you can just dock it anywhere. All right, you can dock it anywhere. You can dock it above, you can dock it here, wherever you want. All right, I don't want it right now. I already have it set up, so I would just go back, and you can put that redshift anywhere on the screen. You can put it above here, and you can literally do any, like, put anything anywhere. All right, you can see three bars here. You can make it come here. It's not that much hard. You can customize it to your preference. All right, I'm gonna make a video on this as well, how to set up interface and everything, and what is my preference. But of course this video is for rendering, so it works if you are doing in any interface right now. I disabled the lights and stuff. All right, now what you have to do, guys, is that create lights for everything. So let's see. So let's get the lights first. Go to Redshift, then go to lights and get an area light. And now most of the times you're gonna use area lights only. All right, guys, the camera is here, so one light we had here somewhere, right? So let's rotate it a little bit. Now it's on default, it's like very okay, what the heck did I do? Put a little bit on the left side. On default it's gonna be really bright, so we can change the intensity anytime. I guess this is, we can make it a little bit farther. This looks good. And we'll create another light. And for duplicating stuff, what you can do is press Ctrl and use this move tool, and you will duplicate. And now one we had in the behind. All right, what we can do is, actually we don't need the behind light because we already have a plane right here, right? So we actually don't need it, because what's happening is that I'm gonna tell you, the light which we are throwing here is also bouncing off of this background, so this object is getting light from behind, so there is literally no point of making light, and it's behind it, so it does not do anything, there will be no point. We can create another light which only casts light on the background, and it does not do anything to the main object. So I think we should make a dome light in this case, because dome light can do that. We are just gonna exclude our object. Just follow me and you will see dome light. Now dome light is very intense, but actually needed. So we can do is go to project, and then we can put a shapes ring container here. All right, so it's gonna exclude it. Now let's come here and render it. Now what you see is that the intensity of the light is way too much, not of this dome light but of this area light, so let's decrease it. Yes, this is good. Now let's run it. So we get this result without even doing anything. All right guys, the lights and everything is so good that we get this result without even putting the materials. All right, if we put the materials, imagine how good it will be. So this is without anything, and we are gonna just change the settings like the lights and stuff a little bit after creating materials. I have material manager below my timeline. All right guys, it might not be the same. In that case, in the last video I told you how to create materials. You can check that out. There will be a setting you might have it on the right side, all right, of the viewport. Let's create REDSHIFT. Let's create material. Now there should be an option for water, not water, like glass. Yeah, there is. It's easy. There's like a lot of presets available, so don't have to do everything yourself. Now we can delete the older glass material. All right, see how much difference it creates. Like you can see the glass looks so much better, like so much better. Now if we do like things for like background and everything, like the shapes and the helix, you're gonna really see the difference, guys. Let's create REDSHIFT material for the shapes. Now the shapes one, this is what I was talking about in the last video, that we can give like different colors to different geometries randomly, and this was what I was talking about, guys. Create a REDSHIFT standard material. All right, this time what we have to do is create a color user data node, and just put it on the base color. And if you don't know about this node system, guys, I would highly recommend to check this out, because it's gonna be a real deep video and how it works, the node system works. If you're like very new, just follow me. All right, we're gonna be talking about this in future videos as well. This video I'm just gonna tell about how to render this specific thing, and then we are gonna talk about the detailed stuff like how to render properly in like every settings. But just follow me right here. All right, we have to give randomness to the base color. All right, base color means which is literally the color. In this case the color is purple, right? But we don't need it. We have to like replace it by what we are creating. So now we have to create a ramp. Now what we have to do is you have to put this ramp in between. We don't need the color data to be attached directly to the REDSHIFT standard material. So this is what you should do. All right, just follow. Now what we can do is let's load a preset. You can load anything which looks good to you in this, and the colors are gonna come from here. All right, so let's do this one. I've never done this one, but let's just do it, and now this is what's important. On the color user data, what you have to do is press here. All right, and then go to attribute name, go to objects, and select geometry ID color. All right, now it has happened, guys. Now what we have to do is just apply the material, put it on the shapes, and now you'll see different colors. You can see different colors, guys. Now you can change those distribution by changing these ramps, but it's your choice. I'm not going to do that because it already looks good in mine. You can do that, guys. Now I would recommend to customize it to your preference. I just find it good right now, but if you want something different, feel free to load any other preset. All right, there's a lot of them, and you can also get your own preset if you have like a gradient map or something like that. So this is also made. Now let's create like a white redshift material for the background, because this one does not look good that much. It's like very, very weird. Standard, let's create white and apply to the plane, and now you'll see how it looks, guys. Now it should look good. Let's compare it with the one which we had before. Now it has a lot of bloom on it. It has a lot of bloom, so we can do that here. But now for the helix, I saw what I did before here. I did not create a redshift material. I created a redshift standard material. So you can delete the redshift material and create a new material for the helix, guys. Create redshift standard material. Go in the properties. You can go below, select the emission color and just make it green. All right, and do the same with this base color. And now let's apply it. The ring. Now for getting the glow which I got in this one, let's see the glow which we are getting here. What you have to do is, let's get back and go to render, go to edit render settings, and in redshift, all right, go to redshift, guys, and press on effect. We have an option for RS post effect. You can press on that and you can check on the bloom enabled. So see what's gonna happen, guys. All right, so now it looks good. Now we can do the setting, guys, and I forgot to increase the emission weight. I'm so stupid. Now you can see the difference, guys. Now 2 is little too much in my opinion. Can decrease it a little bit. I think like 0.8 is what looks good. Something like this looks good. I guess I had a lot of glow in this, but right now for this specific colors which I have on the shapes, this looks better. The glow, that a lot of glow does not look that good, and I might even give it a different color. The green one does not look on the colors, geometry colors, so let's do it some purple or something like that. Let's see purple. Yeah, and we have to do the same to here as well. Now this is what we get. We can increase the emission weight to get it more lighter. Can increase the emission weight. Yep, looks good. Yeah, guys, we can also tweak some light settings. Can decrease the light which is in the background. Yeah, this kind of looks good. Before it was way too much, but now it looks good. Yep, this looks sick. This looks better than what I did before, guys. Actually, This one looks better than what I did before. I don't know why. I personally find this better looking. If I do some changing in the camera, and stuff like that, if, and I and if I give it like a proper angle, then this one would look better than the one which I made. Like, to me personally, this one just has better camera angle, so you might have an impression that creates. But the spink helix looks really nice to me. So now to render this thing, it's pretty similar to what we did before in the standard render. All right, everything should be same. We already have the settings from the last video. If you didn't check it out, feel free to check it out. You can select current frame, you can select all frames. If you wanna render the complete animation, then select all frames. You can also do it manually, 1920 into 1080. And as I said before, always render in PNG or JPG, and then create an image sequence, in After Effects or Premiere Pro, and you can save it. And then post effects we added here, and I would recommend to use high settings on this. When there's a glass material, something like that, I always use high or very high. That's the only two things which I use. To render it, just press this button and everything will work. Alright, let's see how much time it takes to render this. It's gonna take a lot of time, of course. There's a glass material. So guys, there you have it. Feel free to ask any questions. If I left anything, I will of course reply to your questions. I'm sorry if I missed anything. I actually am completely new in making this tutorials and stuff like that, so slowly I'll get the habit of it. But if you can bear with me, slowly I'll improve, guys. So I'll be coming with more videos on specialized topics like modeling, animating, rendering and stuff like that. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.